everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. I'm filming this at night. That's why the shadow back there of me. Hello. Anyway, that's a joke. So I finally feel better, or at least good enough to sit here and do this video. Look, y'all, it's been blazing freaking hot. So that's another reason why I'm doing this at night. So, TikTok shop, right? I love me some TikTok shop. Oops. I also love having my scissors. So this showed up. Of course, my son thought it was another package for him. He's like, who's Chat? And then he said my last name. And I'm like, oh no, that's me. So, yeah, I got my makeup brushes. But, I have my Black Veil Bride. I have my one Jeffree Star, and then I have those ones off of Amazon. Well, sometimes the TikTok shop has makeup brushes. So, I was wanting to film this before I go to sleep anyway. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I do love these colors. I'm not really a pink girly, but at the time of purchase, oh no, these are the red ones. These are red-ish pink. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 brushes. Now, y'all, I did not pay much for these. I'll put the price around here, probably here. I'll put the price right here of how much I paid for these. Am I going to do a lot right now with my face? Not really. And if I do, it'll be like a little foundation bit going on just so you see the difference. I have some foundation over here always. And I'm not gonna do the whole, like we got this is your powder brush, right? That's beautiful. I'm gonna fit up there in that one thing. We're about to find out. We are about to find out if the one from Amazon has extra. Ooh, that went right in there. And I got that one Juvia's Place brush in there. Now, I don't mind these brushes, but what it doesn't really have is this type of brushes. And sure, it has this one, and it comes in handy and everything. When it comes down to stuff, it does come in handy to have all these brushes. I need to wash my brushes anyway, so fluffy brush for that. And then there's this one. This one's a little more dense. So I'm gonna say, when you're doing your blush, this would be like your little blush brush moment. See how many of these fit in there, right? Then you got this one. This one, again, you can use this as your powder brush. You're doing your bronzer, you're doing your highlighter, you just take that around. You want to put your setting powder on. You just do that with this real light under your eyes, wherever you want your little setting powder moment to go. These are very soft. I will wash these. So the one person I saw on TikTok, Kira, which, girl, did you stop doing your makeup race thing? She used to invite me to that, but then one person got really rude about it and I stopped getting invited. And it was not Kira that got rude about it. So we all just tried to have fun, and there's always that one person that ruins it for everyone. You know what I mean? So you got your little angle brush here. Well, not little. This smaller angle brush. Use this for your foundation. You know, you want to pat your foundation in, just a good brush for that. Your concealer right up under the eye. Your concealer. These are great for that. I don't like with this Juvia's Place brush in there. I'm gonna be able to fit all this. These two fit. But will this fit? You know, good fluffy brush. It fits, sort of. Well, these aren't really gonna fall. Now, what doesn't come in this is one of the ones with the spoolie so far, and I'm not mad at that because I already have those brushes. All of them? No, there's two over here. Then you got these. You can see like which sizes of the neck. Now these are your eye brushes. You know, the little blendy brush moments. You want to like pack something on. You got that. You really want to get up there in that angle to pack it on. You've got this one. Another good like angle brush for that. I gotta clean all this up. And then you, oh, it does have one with the spoolie. Nice. Oh my gosh, this one person on YouTube that annoyed out of me, right? Am I the only one that does that? Because I'm a bitch. People do it even when they're right-handed. I hate people like that. Then you got your angle brush, so you do your brows with that like you've seen me do before, or you can even take that on there and smudge it. These are great for that. But let's see if it'll fit. So see, look, I have that spoolie right there, and it has that brush on the end of it. These are not gonna fit. Wait. Okay, we got one. We got that one. We'll have to do this a specific way, right? That one, because I had to go in between. Kira, these seem like really good brushes so far. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to put any makeup on, just so you know. At least not yet. And then we've got these two. This is your packer brush. This is the one to like really get in there and pack it in, or you just want to pack it with the brow bone. You got this. Use this to either put on. Yeah, I'm gonna say with this is some more firm brush. So you're gonna use that just to pack on. Obviously, you want your fluffy brushes more for your blend. You know, your blending is friending. Another good sturdy brush. You know, you're just gonna go in there. And then these are the last two. I think so. Yeah, it's all right. These will surprise you. You know what I didn't notice? Like the little grip piece right here on these. There is a grip piece right here, so that when you're doing that, you have that there. So this is another good packer brush. It's just another good, you know, you're going in, you could do a little bit of something at the eye with that. Let's also see. Let's fit in here. I gotta finish that bag. I'm teaching it Michael's, and not this weekend, but the following one. Some sewing classes. I'm gonna have to stop at the new 7 Brew eventually. There's one up that way. I've never been to a 7 Brew. So I was telling my friend John from Distilled Brewed and Reviewed. Oh, okay, one fits in there. That there's a 7 Brew up in Vineland. He used to be a New Jersey cop. Ooh, okay. Most of them. One more brush. I'm finding like a little spot where maybe I could just put the brush in that it might fit. I'm not sure. I have to see. Not sure this thing's gonna fit in. We'll see in a moment. One moment, please, as we figure this out. No. It just might not fit all of them, but hey, it fits most of them, right? You little Amazon and TikTok shop mix. So, oh well. Oh well. I'll just have to put that in like my brush bag, which is no big deal because there's plenty of room in my brush bag from Cursed Beauty. It's no longer Cursed Cosmetics, it is Cursed Beauty, even though you'll see things that still say Cursed Cosmetics. So this is from the Black Veil Brides collection, and I got it when it first came out. It has my one Jeffree Star brush, and then it has some brushes that Mary Catherine Loves Cats put in when I won a giveaway from her one year. So it's, you know, wait, where are they? Should have been in here. Anyway, I put them. Wait, no, I moved those ones to a travel bag. My bad. I got it's only Kokie Cosmetics brush that I have. So honestly, like my one Jeffree Star, my one Kokie, and then my Black Veil Brides brushes. And you know I was not able to fit my Juvia's Place brush back in that when I put those in there. So what I will end up doing is probably this. We'll play with a little makeup here. We're on here, we're gonna do this. Let's see. Yeah, not that. Where the heck? Whatever. You know what though? I do have a concealer that I'm going to use. It does not necessarily match my skin tone at the moment, but we're just going to use it for the purpose. It's in the lid. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to go ahead and use that on my eye. Grab one of these brushes. We're going to grab the one that can Cursed. They actually had that. The concealer in the lid. I know I need to wash my brush. See how that works. Does that work pretty good? So far. Like I said, I'm not doing too much like y'all. It's that time of the year for our regular fires to start. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, God, I'm sick of it. Every year. Same bat time, same bat bullshit. Mysterious fires this time of the year. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and clean this brush up. I'm just going to use a few things that I already have out. Now, you know, I have the Ofra, like, and I boast about that because it is actually very good. Let's see what else we got. Oh, bubblegum evidence. I gotta get it open now. And I don't got my nails on yet. Hold on a minute. Take care of that in a minute. I don't know where my little black scissors went. That's a mystery. But I do have my pink ones, and that's fine. Go ahead and pick that up. You know what? Let's pick this up, right? I don't want to do that. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm wiping it off anyway. If if you just want to fill that in, I know I'm not using my ring light because that's behind me and that would glare things, and we're not going to do that. Oh, I don't know, is that even showing up? It is now, only because I use my finger. I'm not saying that the brush didn't pick nothing up. That brush picked stuff up. You can see nothing, and there is something there. So is this brush pretty good? Yeah, it is. That works. Of course, I'll have to clean it. Let's see. Then I got Mulberry Motive. Again, no nails. I can get me scissors. I have to tell y'all, I'm getting rid of nut spin. I really am. Like, holy crap. Since I've had them, awful service fees, y'all. Every transaction to pay a bill, they tack on an extra $2 just to pay a bill or just to purchase something. They tack on. And so far, they've taken $50 from me this month, which is ridiculous. So I want to see if this brush will work really good. Mulberry Motive probably works better after you wash them. Let me get this brush wet. Oh yeah, there we go. Clean your brushes beforehand. Don't do what I did. Clean your brushes. We'll take this little fluffy. Again, we'll try to dab in there. Dab, dab, dab. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's nice. Heck yeah, that one works real good. Look at that. Nice. Nice. But I'm just gonna grab stuff that I just have at hand that I can just grab and use. That's what I'm doing right now. Oh, I do need to do a lip scrub. Oh my God. I love this stuff. I really do. I love it. Thank you, Jeffrey, for even having lip scrub. You know what my absolute favorite lip scrub is from him? The licorice. I love the licorice one. Remember, these are sugar. That's right. I just licked that off. That is an edible sugar. What I got? You know what? I'm going to grab the Cursed Beauty Xmas Nightmare palette that I've had for a while. Let's pick up a little pigment in this and see what we can do. So even though this brush does work, let's go ahead and set it over here. And we're going to pick up another small brush, a packer brush, or another like brush like this. And we're just going to go over here and wipe it first. A little bit of cleanly. I don't play with too many in this. I don't even know why. Let's go right here in this blue. I'm gonna tap that in right there. Oh my God. Look at that. Now, if you're a maven with curse, and I'm gonna say this, don't expect freebies. Do not expect that shit. That's not what that means. Being a maven is like basically being an Aegon lady. If you ain't selling, you ain't getting money. If people don't use your code, guess what you don't get? Maven codes are coming back. I still have to reset mine. How I like my code. So that is, y'all, like that right there, that picture. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's one of those. Another small brush. We'll go right here. Let's go right here in this. One thing I cannot stand, and I will say this, is when people think that just because you have a code with the company is that you are gonna get a shit ton of freebies. Like, who the fuck has that kind of money to run a business and just hand shit out to everybody? Like, reality check. No. I'm still going into that silver shade. It might also be because it's fucking hot as shit in here. You know how hot it is? My deodorant stick melted. That's how hot it is in here. If it's hot enough to melt your deodorant, it's too hot. Like, I'm not gonna be using up a bunch of like those brushes. Flat brush, purse clean. We're gonna go right in here in the black in the middle, this sparkly black. Oh my goodness, look at how that brush picked that up. Give my eye a minute. I think we all that do makeup accidentally do that every once in a while. You see, it's like not too much, but you want to be able to build your makeup. Like without wet, and it picks it up lightly, which I think is good. I think that's good. You don't want to have like that, you got too much on your eyebrows shit going on. I mean, that's some people's gig, but in the beauty world, we will call it like war paint, but I just don't want to look like that sometimes. You know what? Go ahead and do that. And we're going to take the Oily Girl e.l.f. Oily Girl e.l.f. Even though I said I wasn't going to do this. Here we are. Testing out this brush with the shade in front of us. Oh well. If you hear the fan running, I got 2 fans running in my room because the AC vent, nobody can figure out what the heck is wrong with it. But it won't open even though it should. So something's not right. Look at that. See how that just like takes that right up? That's pretty dang nice that it picked it up like that. Like, look, I had the highlighter there, even though it's still there. I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe after I'm done with this video. Like, yo, These are pretty good brushes. I mean, look how that applied. The physics is there. The applied physics happened on my face. I'm a nerd. Like, look, I passed aerospace engineering without studying for it with an IQ of 200, but I'm still a person like you. Grab my mirror. Yeah, that did a pretty dang good job. Huh? Pretty good brush. Let me see. What else can I put on my face? Not the OG palette that I've been using lately. Oh, some butter bronzer. Some NYX butter bronzer. Because I got one right here. How handy is that? We're just using all sorts of stuff for this video. Kindly in the comments, let me know how hot has it been where you are, and are you able to stay cool enough? And I really hope you are, because like crazy hot lately. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip that in there. That did pick up. Oh, check that out. Dang. Wow. Kira, I see why you like these brushes, girl. Yes. Look at that. And that fluffs that nice. Now, obviously, I'm not going to keep this on. Just take that under. Wow. Do I recommend these brushes? Yes, I do. I'll like put in the descriptor for like platforms. I'll try to put in the descriptor for the company, which I should have done before I did all this. Well, these are good. And I'll just leave a name right here for you as well. These are good brushes. Oh my gosh. And the price was right. I don't know. Like I said, the applied physics is there. Yeah. And you can kind of see that shimmer underneath, although e.l.f. is an oily bitch. I'm sorry, e.l.f., but this is oily. That's an oily girl. And I mean, I get it. It's supposed to look dewy. An oil slick has less oil. And I love e.l.f. products, but an oil slick has less oil than that. So yeah, these brushes, do I like them? I would say yeah. Hello. So look forward to me using these more options. You know what? For a look that I said probably wouldn't, you know, honestly, it's pretty nice. Pretty good look. I mean, I know I didn't put no setting powder on because I don't feel like doing that right now because I'm already too hot, and I tried to put on deodorant, but my deodorant stick is freaking... It melted, y'all. I had to pull it in because it's so hot that it literally melted down into this part. And I haven't had this for too long, and I gotta get that back down. And that is how hot it is in South Jersey. Like, we're nowhere near Canada, eh? And there's supposedly a wildfire in Canada that they say is affecting all of New Jersey. Canada is nowhere near us. And then I got this deodorant, the label peeled off. That's how hot it is here. that this part stopped working. But this is that secret. Y'all, this melted in here. Still smells pretty though. When your deodorant melts, there's a problem. By the way, if your deodorant melts in the thing, put it in the freezer. You can still use it. Or if you have one of those makeup refrigerators, which this kind of fucked up heat, you actually need one. Where do I see one? I saw one at the Dollar General. At some point, I might actually purchase that. I've seen mini fridges, you know, like little tiny ones. I think Michael's, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. Five Below does have makeup refrigerators. Trying to think of everything. I haven't seen one at the Dollar Tree because I haven't really got to go on to one lately. But anyway, back to these brushes, y'all. Yes, and I'll leave the name here. It's like a magic wand at the moment. Just look at the magic. You saw that I did not use no other makeup brushes. I just used these. This is what it did. This is really good because it can make you stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. With the set, which I'll leave information over here, names, how many brushes, how much it costs. So all you have to do is just pay attention to the video. And again, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. I gotta get some rest and not knock that over. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I really gotta get this off my face because not just the oily girl, there's some sweat. Anyway, bye.